The Great Barrier Reef, one of our best loved natural wonders. To protect the reef, we need to understand how factors like water chemistry, including ocean acidity levels, can influence the growth of corals and other organisms across its many different habitats. Rio Tinto Alcan, CSIRO and the Great Barrier Reef Foundation are embarking on a vital new ocean chemistry research project called Future Reef MAP. It is valued at more than $1 million. Front line of the research project is one of Rio Tinto's bulk bauxite carriers.
For the next 3 years, we will be equipping one of our ships with sensors to allow the scientists to get scientific data around the climate change and its impact on the reef. So it's a fantastic way for us to contribute. This partnership is a perfect example of having scientists and industry working together.
With onboard sensors, the RTM Whackmartha, a 90,000-tonne bauxite carrier, will become a floating data collection hub during her regular sailings from Rio Tinto Alcan's Weipa bauxite mine to refineries in Gladstone and back.
We pump water from the bottom of the ship into a laboratory we've built inside the ship, and in the laboratory there's the array of sensors. The water passes over the sensors, they take their measurements, and then the water gets pumped back out to sea. Nice and clean.
The Whackmartha, the name means stormbird, has received the International Green Award, which recognises the highest possible environmental and safety standards. The ship's onboard sensors will log information such as carbon dioxide and ocean acidity levels. The data will be satellite linked to CSIRO's marine and atmospheric research labs in Tasmania.
Ocean acidification results from the oceans taking up carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So each year the ocean takes up about 25% of the emissions of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And when that happens, it increases the acidity level of the water, and it also changes the amount of dissolved carbonate ion in the water, so there's less dissolved carbonate ion. That's important because many key organisms like corals use that carbonate to grow their shells and skeletons. So less carbonate means that they will not grow as well.
The sensors installed on the Whackmartha will gather information from a range of habitats in the 2,300 kilometre long marine ecosystem. This approach, collecting data along an extended ocean corridor for an extended time, is a first for the Great Barrier Reef. The data, along with water samples taken by the ship, will help researchers and managers understand the impacts of climate change.
So for the managers, what they need is information about where across the reef this acidity is playing out and at what reefs are most vulnerable. So having the information that runs from the northern part of the reef right down to the south will give the managers that information, which means they can make decisions about which reefs need more protection and therefore apply their resources as best they can.
Data collected will also help scientists better understand how seasonal temperature changes, floods and storms interact with longer-term changes in ocean chemistry.
Climate change is a challenge that will require a whole of society response. That means we need corporate investors in research, we need research partners to do the research, we need government, we need reef managers, and we need obviously individuals as well. So the role of corporates is very important here. In this particular project, Rio Tinto Alcan is not just investing in the research, they're also providing the vessel that makes that research possible so that CSIRO can collect those samples and then analyse them and provide that information through to reef management and policymakers. So it's a very, very important role that they're playing here.
Rio Tinto Alcan has been a long-standing investor in innovative ocean acidification research through the Great Barrier Reef Foundation. Between 2005 and 2009, the company funded the Future Reef project, undertaken by the University of Queensland, studying carbon dioxide concentration in oceans and its impacts on reef structures and creatures. Science doesn't yet have all the answers about the reef's ecosystem and its resilience.
One of the key needs to protect the reef is to understand how it functions first. And so the work we're doing on the Wack Martha is helping us to measure some of the vital signs of the reef health.
The data gathered for Future Reef MAP will help extend our understanding of this ocean treasure and our capacity to respond in the face of climate change.